M50 is a great camera, but the lenses available for low light are rubbish. Until now. Greetings, welcome back to my channel. I am DJ Funky Mike. Today is a very special review to a very special shop called RCF Microsystems to find out about a new lens, and I walked away with a brand new box that did contain the Sigma 16mm f1.4 DC DN contemporary lens. I got this lens because, as many of you are watching, as you'd notice from the title, I own a Canon M50. It's not the great cameras in low light because of my other job DJing, recording of gig logs, which is a link up there to give you an idea. I need a lens that works on low light because these places aren't that light. And I've been using a couple of lenses, one which is on at the camera at the minute, which is a Tamron 17 to 55 2.8f, which is good, but you can probably hear very occasionally. Anyway, there you go, you can hear it. Yeah, it's not very good. I have also been using the kit lens. It's actually very good, but useless in low light. And as you know, the camera's not good in low light, so therefore it becomes completely useless. I've also been using their 22mm offering there, which is good, but when you're doing face-to-face vlogging, is a little bit in your face. I went to this marvellous lens, and it's probably the best lens in the world. This is the Sigma 18 to 35 Art Series lens. It is a whopper. The picture quality out of it is absolutely amazing and awesome. However, it is big and it's heavy. So hopefully this new lens, that one there, will be replacing all these. We shall see what happens. I'm going to do a few live tests in this very short review. These are not your normal type of reviews that you get when you search through the channels and then people are, because there's loads of information on the internet, because it is the same as the Sony and the Panasonic as well, which fits on the Micro Four Third. This one is now designed to fit on the M50 or any Canon M mount lens. It's got your standard. Now the only difference I can see between this lens and all the other lenses on the internet for Sony is it says that there is a weather seal. Now I cannot see a weather seal in there anywhere. Can you see one? No. And of course, being an M mount, it fits straight onto the camera and looks really sweet, so we're going to be testing that. Before we go any further, please, I want you to go to this shop, RS Microsystems Camera Shop in Watford. There is a link below. Go straight to their website. They do have a web page. However, you need to go in there and make the effort, go in there and see these real people, because what they don't know about cameras is not worth knows about, and it's so nice to go in a shop and actually talk to real human beings. Not only that, I managed to get this lens because they do staggering good trading deals as well. Thanks, chaps. The 16mm lens. Well, it comes with your bulk standard lens at the cover at the back, lens cover at the front. It is advisable though to get a UV filter, because if you're vlogging, you'll be spitting all over it. And it's as easy to cleanse the filter than the lens. So I'm told. Which they told me when I took my other lenses in there that were covered in bogies, snot and carrots and bits and pieces. Right, you will notice on this lens that there is no autofocus manual thing. It is smooth. The focus there is called by wire, but apparently that means it's electronic. The focus ring there is massive and very smooth. Smooth, in fact, smooth like a dolphin. I've never touched a dolphin, but it is smooth. There we go. So, what's it all about? We're going to stick this on this M50 camera now, which you're looking me at, and we're going to see exactly how it's in. So remember this picture. This is a cheap Tamron 17 to 55 lens. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And boom, we are back. There we go. We're on the lens now, the Sigma 16mm. You can see, I mean, I can sit here. I'm looking at the screen here. Little screen on the camera. It does actually look clearer. So, first thing we're going to test out is how good is it, how quick is the autofocus, because I understand that there's been some software changes to make sure it sends the information to the camera so the camera works. We are going to use that lens. So here we go. That's focus into the camera lens. Right over there, yeah. And I'm going to come back in the shot and see how quick that does it. And there we go. Did you notice any difference? I can't see any difference on that little screen, but I don't know what you're going to be watching it on. We're going to find out in a minute. Real world outside anyway, see what goes on. But anyway, it is basically as quick as a standard lens, even a kit lens. It's just as quick as that, which is designed for the camera, so that's pretty good. As for focusing noise. Now, just referring back to what we had on camera a minute ago, you heard that one, that's the Taron. It sounds like a washing machine going on. It's a shame because it's actually quite a good lens. Now, if any of you have ever heard this one, the 18-35 art lens, it sounds like two crickets are mating. It clicks away like nobody's business, but I mean, it is really good at focusing, but it is very, very noisy. And if you're using a shotgun microphone on top of your camera, then you're going to lose a lot of video and stuff because of the sound. That's why I've got, because you probably can't see there. Another thing to look at, see, is the Rode Wireless Go, which if you subscribe to my channel, by the way, you're going to see a review on that one, because that isn't all it's cracked up to be either. An avatar microphone there. I'm going to put it next to the camera and duck out of the way and see if you can hear it, because I can't. You're right, absolutely no noise whatsoever. If you do put your ear to it, naturally you can hear a very tiny bit of movement. I mean, it is the smallest movement. It's actually quieter than the Canon 50mm STM lens, which is quiet as well. It's about as noisy as the kit lens, to be fair. So it doesn't interfere with what type of microphones you have as well. Now, the other question I've been asked about this camera is, what is it like vlogging? So you're holding it at full length. So at the minute it's on a tripod. I'm going to take it off and put it on. I'm going to put it on this. Right, I put the camera in fully auto. I'm holding it on a, what do you call it, Gobi Gorilla pod thing, and I'm about halfway holding it of how I would now. I would normally be holding it about there. It's still focusing in on me, as you can see, but obviously the most average person is there. So we go around in different colours. Apart from getting dizzy, you can see that actually works quite well. Now I do have a light on top. I'm going to take that off just so the light is only this light down there that you can see to see the difference. The light is taken off the camera. It's now a little bit easier to hold, and it's actually, I know we can't sort of see it here, the window is there. It's actually quite dark. The only light that's coming in is that light down there. So this is whacking away. It's on auto at the minute, just to sort of see what it looks like. So I'm just going to turn it back to manual and make ssure the f-stop is right down. There we go, back again. It is now in totally manual mode. We've got a shutter speed of 150. It's f1.4. and the ISO is on auto, but excuse it, you know what I'm doing, you Ronan M50. What was it on? 200, 3, 400, 5, 8, 1000, that's quite bright. So let's knock it back down a bit too. That's what I'm going to say, just keep it on auto so you can like. I'm just going to shut my curtains. There we go. So the only thing on is that light behind me there and the computer screen there. That is it. There's no other light in here, as you can see. All dark. I mean, that is dark in here. Well, it's not light, but you know, it's not like pitch black, obviously. But you know, it's dark and it's focused on me. Tickety boo, no troubles at all. And if I jump out of the way, welcome to my studio, by the way. It's a bit of a little hole, but yeah, it does the job. Keeps me away from everyone else. And if I want to focus in on a light, bit of lens flaring, but it's working. Now, if I sort of put my foot, there you go, I put my foot over the lens and you can actually still see me. The only light coming in is through the window there behind. It's actually getting brighter as it's coming in as well. We're still on 1.4. If I fiddle around with the ISO just briefly while you're on there you go, that's up to 1600 there, so it still should be quite a smooth picture, no noise going on, and you can see me tickety boo. So far so good. Everything seems to be matching up as we expect it to. So the next thing we're going to have to try is, which I've had lots of questions on this already on Facebook, is the Ronan SC. The notorious little Ronan SC, might I say, because a lot of people have bought this, like my good self, thinking, oh, it's smaller than the S, and I'm going to get my camera on there, and be not realising how size the camera is. And in all fairness, as much as it does take the big 18-35 lens, but because the camera's so small, it doesn't like it. It can be done, I have done it, but is it kind of worth it? Because you're restricted on movement with the amount of weight you got on there and stuff as well. So we are now going to stick this on here very quickly. I'm going to show you that it works. Now I'm going to have to go onto my phone so you can see a picture, because obviously I sold the other camera. Bummer. I'm going to have to get another camera now. smooth. This Ronan SC gimbal, no extra weight, the original plates. I am obviously using the camera in a small rig really to protect it because of doing the gig log that I do, but it works absolutely fine, doesn't it? Oh yeah, just to show you what it looks like so you know. Right, I'm off down to my man cave now to test it for stability, because remember the camera lens does not come with image stabilization, but then I don't think the camera image stabilization is that good anyway, and the only camera lens that seems to do is the kit lens, so probably not going to make any difference at all. So let's find out. I'm also going to do a test with this again to see what it looks like without it. So I'll see you guys in a minute, and while I'm going down there you can look at some flowers. Right, I'm in my man cave, fighting through all my stuff. As you can see, different shadows as well because the lighting is really bad in here. I'm just walking through just to sort of give you an idea of what it's like on a gimbal. There's a shadow of it. Right, a quick look at the brickwork there, because obviously it is a wide-angled lens. You can see that there is a slight bit of curving on there going on the brickwork, and obviously the closer you look. But at the end of the day, you can have a trade-off though, isn't there? You know, if you've got a wide-angled lens, you're going to get this. That's the way it is. As you can see, this is on the Ronan SC. I'm quite happy walking through the garage. It's not light, but it's not heavy by any means, not for me anyway. So we're going to turn the light off and do that again, just to see if it stays in focus. Now that is dark, that other end of the garage, so off we go into the dark. Off we go into the darkness. And hopefully you can still see me. And I'll tell you how dark that is, I can't actually see what's on the floor. Nice and stable, and you know, it's a good picture, you can see my face and all that malarkey. So let's try it on a Gobi selfie job thing. While I'm doing that, cat's got in here. I'll find the cat and change over. Cat. Anyway, right, we're on no stabilisation, walking through the garage, and yeah, it probably jolts around a little bit, but that's because I'm trying to fight over boxes and bits and pieces. But as you can see, it works alright actually, because it's a wide angle, it can sort of bounce around a little bit. Anyway, depends how good your arm is. These tests are concluded, back to the studio. So, my lovely people, I'm back to my little office. And just for argument's sake, the lens I've actually got on the camera now is the Canon EFM 22mm pancake lens. And as you can see, you know, I've come, the picture's not too bad. I'm a little bit closer, but I've had to sit further away, if that kind of makes sense. And the light up there, I've actually had to turn it up. There's a huge difference between this and the other camera. Now, if I put the light back down to how it was on the other Sigma lens, this is exactly the same setup, but it's obviously on f2, and the light is now as what it was earlier with the Sigma lens, and as you can see, it is considerably darker. So, you know, the lens may be £400, it certainly lets in more light, and it certainly makes the M50 work a lot better. How I say it, because I've been playing around with lenses and speed boosters and adapters and different types of lenses for the past 3 or 4 months, that if you can get below f1.8, not at 1.8, but below f1.8, so we're talking 1.2, 1.4, you do get an exceptionally good picture coming out of it. But bear in mind, it is an ACPS or APCS type lens, so it's never going to be a full frame lens. It's not a full frame camera. That is what the M50 is, but it works. It is great for vlogging. With this lens on it, it is absolutely brilliant. I'm going to have to work a bit on the depth of field, because obviously being a prime lens, you know, you do get this bokeh blur background, which obviously you don't get with a normal lens. And how good is it? Well, this lens, which I dearly love, the 18-35, is a beautiful lens, I have to say. But I've got to be honest with you, this might replace it. So this might be up for sale at some point. So I might go back to SRC Microsystems camera shop in Watford, who you should visit anyway, and see about part exchanging this for something else to play with. Now, if you do like this video and you want to see more of this camera lens in action, please remember to subscribe and like my channel. If you don't like it, do by all means give it a thumbs down. It doesn't matter if it's a thumbs up or thumbs down, it still goes on and it sort of helps the YouTube algorithms, whatever they're called. Now, to subscribe, you will see my face appear there in a minute, and please feel free to punch it. Also, I will be putting up part 2 where we're going to use this camera actually on a gig log, and you're going to see how it actually performs. So until next time, my funky friends, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.